Hi my dear students, welcome back to my channel. So how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So welcome back to 2023 Science Examination Preparation video series. So my dear students, if you are new to my channel, do subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification which is given below. And if you're not following me on Instagram and Telegram, you can also follow. The links are given in the description box below. If you find any doubts when I'm teaching in this video, you can also drop your doubts in the comment section, so I'll be replying to you. Okay, so and this video is helpful for both the state as well as CBSE boards because we are following the NCERT syllabus both in the state as well as in the CBSE board. We are following NCERT syllabus, so whatever I'm explaining in this video, this will be useful for both the boards. Okay, so dear students, as you all know that for the state board, Karnataka state board examination, so now we are left with only 114 days. So only 114 days ide nimge ivattinda count madodadre. So already I have given a rough blueprint related to your final examination, and already you know that what concept I am teaching. Okay, so we have started understanding the lesson called carbon and its compounds, which has a weightage of 6 marks. Okay, so if you look at a question paper, definitely we can also see a question from the concept called functional groups. So it is very important to know the functional groups, my dear students. Definitely they can ask you to write the structural formula of the functional groups by giving the names. Okay, so it's very important to know the functional groups. So without wasting much time, let me start today's class. So let us understand the functional groups. See, the functional groups are as follows. The first functional group is the alcohol, followed by the next functional group is aldehyde. So from basics I will teach, it's very important to understand. Next functional group is carboxylic acid. So carboxylic acid is the next functional group, and followed by the next functional group is ketone. So in nalaku functional group ಬಗ್ಗೆ complete agi you have to understand. So what are the things, basic things you have to understand when I talk about these functional groups? Firstly, we have to know how can we identify these functional groups. So by looking into name, we can identify name of the compound, and then by looking into their molecular formula we can identify, and by looking into their structural formula easily we can identify which functional group basically it is. Yava functional group anta easy agi identify ಮಾಡಬಹುದು by looking into their name, molecular formula and structural formula. So ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. It's very easy. So ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆ already which I thought the concept called the word root ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. The word root, it starts from meth, then eth, followed by prop, then followed by but, followed by pent. So ಈ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ನ ನೋಡಿ, because it's very important to know the word roots and the basic concepts of saturated, unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, so ಈಗ ಈ word roots ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ it is very easy to write the names of the alcohol. So how do you get the name? Names ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, see when this meth, when it combines with alcohol, it becomes methanol. So how does it become methanol? Methanol ಹೇಗಾಗತ್ತೆ? ಸಿ ನೇಮಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ, ಸೊ ನೇಮ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ OL ಇಂದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಮೀತ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಮೆಥನಾಲ್. ಈತ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಎಥನಾಲ್. ಪ್ರೋಪ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಪೆನಾಲ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಬ್ಯೂಟೆನಾಲ್, ಪೆಂಟೆನಾಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೇಮಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, alcohol always end by OL. Okay, and it always occurs at the end ಅಲ್ಲಿ occur ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So when I look at the molecular formula ಬರ್ದಾಗ alcohol always occurs at the end ಅಲ್ಲಿ exist ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It is denoted by OH. ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ OH ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ that is nothing but alcohol group. When I write structural formula also, it is represented as OH. Okay, next when it comes to aldehyde naming part ali it is represented by AL. For example, when this meth combines with al, it becomes methanal. then eth combines with al, it becomes ethanal. ಹಾಗೇನೆ propanal, butanal, pentanal. al ಅಂದ್ರೆ aldehyde. ಸೊ ಈ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೆದಾಗ, ವೆನೆವರ್ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ದ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಬೈ CHO. ಇನ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ CHO ಈ ರೀತಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಅಕರ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೆದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ CH ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ O ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವೆನ್ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದೇ ಸೇಮ್ CHO ಈ ರೀತಿ, in this fashion we are going to write. When it comes to carboxylic acid, it is always having an ending by oic acid. Oic acid ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರಿಂದ end ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So for example, when this meth combine with oic, it becomes methanoic. Eth combines with oic, it becomes ethanoic. ಹಾಗೇನೆ propanoic, butanoic, pentanoic and so on. Molecular formula ಬರೆದಾಗ it will be always represented as COOH. Molecular formula ಬರೆದಾಗ it is COOH. Structural formula ಬರೆದಾಗ ಇದೇ COOH ಈ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, COOH. ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ದೆನ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಕೀಟೋನ್, ಸೊ ಕೀಟೋನ್ ಬರೆದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಕೀಟೋನ್, ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಕೀಟೋನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 3 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪ್ರೋಪ್ ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ this is having an ending, name is always having an ending, that is ONE. See, prop when it combined with 1 it becomes propanon, but combined with 1 it becomes butanon, pent combined with 1 it becomes pentanon. So first member yaru ketone alli, first member of ketone is prop, so it is propanon. Very easy. So name ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀತೀರಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ಪ್ರೊಪೇನ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ದಿಸ್ ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ONE ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪೆನಾನ್. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಹಾಗೆ. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್, ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ONE, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆ್ಯಡ್ OL it becomes propanol. If you add AL it becomes propanal. If you add OIC it becomes propanoic. Just you are removing na remove ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರ, you are adding the respective functional groups. That's very importantly you have to know. Okay, so the first member of the ketone, as I told you, it is propanon. So the spelling is you are removing and adding ONE. Okay, so very important. So molecular formula ಬರೆದಾಗ it is CO, denoted as CO. Structural formula ಬರೆದಾಗ it is denoted as C double bond O. So ಇದು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್. ಸೊ ನೇಮ್ ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ OL, ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ OH, ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ OH. Aldehyde, name ending by AL, molecular formula CHO, structural formula will be arranged in this fashion, that is CHO. Third one is carboxylic acid and fourth one is ketone. So carboxylic acid have an ending oic acid, COOH. So in the molecular formula it is in this form, structural formula it is arranged in this fashion. And when it comes to ketone, it is represented as ONE, molecular formula CO, structural formula it is C double bond, it is gone. Okay, let me write once again this. So it is C double bond O. It will be represented in this fashion. It's very important. So it is very important, my dear students. This basics you have to know. Idu nimage gottirbeku. Let us now understand the functional groups one by one. So functional group explain madakku munche, before that I will explain you a concept called alkyl. Very important. Before writing the functional group, you should know what is alkyl. What are alkyls? See, they are the group of hydrocarbons. It has been formed by removing one hydrogen from alkane. Alkane inda one hydrogen anna remove madidre enagutte, we get alkyl. For example, see, we have the first member of alkane is methane, right? So methane, what is the molecular formula of methane? CH4. If I remove one hydrogen from here, it becomes CH3. So methane becomes methyl. Methane becomes methyl. Okay. So second member of alkane is ethane. So what is the formula of ethane? It is a C2H6. So if I remove one hydrogen from here, ethane becomes ethyl. So the formula is C2H5. So ಇದೇ ರೀತಿನೇ if I write propane, the formula of propane is C3, 3 2s are 6 plus 2 is 8, 33H8. So if I remove one hydrogen, it becomes C3H7. So this is propyl, it becomes propyl. So alkyl is formed by removing one hydrogen from alkane. Okay, so very important, because when I teach functional group, you must know what is meant by alkyl, because I will be giving you some hints. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಹಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯಿತು. ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ by removing one hydrogen from alkane. Okay, yes. So now let us understand about the functional group. So the first functional group is alcohol. So alcohol, naming part is ending by OL, molecular formula represented by OH, structural formula also has an ending OH. So what is the general formula? General formula of alcohol is ROH. ROH. R andre enu? R is nothing but alkyl. What is R? R is nothing but alkyl. You know what is alkyl? Alkyl is the group of hydrocarbon which has been formed by removing one hydrogen from alkane. Okay, it's very important. So first member, let us write the first member. So how do you write methane? ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೇಮ್ ಬರೆಯೋದು ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. Write methane. Okay, after writing methane, take out this E and now then add OL. Methane ಅಲ್ಲಿ E ತೆಗಿರಿ, add OL, it becomes methanol. What is this? Methanol. Okay. So how do you write the structural formula for methanol? I'll teach you structural formulas are more easier than molecular formula. With the tricks I am teaching now. Meth andre eno? It's one carbon. What is meant by all? All is nothing but OH. All is nothing but alcohol, right? So meth is nothing but one carbon. All is nothing but OH. So remaining three sides you always have to cover by using the hydrogens. Okay. So what is this formula then? The formula is CH3, that means one carbon surrounded by three hydrogens, and our functional group is OH. So what is this CH3? Observe ಮಾಡಿ, CH3 ಏನು? Alkane ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು hydrogen remove ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, alkyl. So this is my R and this is my OH. So the general formula is ROH. Correct? I got this back, alva? So that is how I am teaching, very easy to remember. Okay, so it's very easy to remember. Methanol formula is CH3OH. Next, let us write the next one. Next one is again write ethane. Okay, take out this E. By taking out this E, what you are going to add? You are going to add OL. It becomes ethanol. What does it become? So just we are removing E and adding OL. It is now ethanol. Structural formula of ethanol. Okay, so eth andre enu? 2 carbon. All andre enu? It is OH. Okay, eth 2 carbon done, all OH done. So remaining places are now surrounded by what? It is surrounded by hydrogen. So now tell me, what is the formula of the ethanol? The formula of ethanol is, look at this. It is how many carbon? 2 carbon, C2. How many hydrogen? 5 hydrogen, and it is functional group is OH. Don't disturb the functional group. Always write at the end as a suffix. Okay. So C2H5OH is the molecular formula of ethanol, and this is the structural formula of ethanol. Okay, I think you got an idea, my dear students. Methanol, ethanol, very easy. Okay, so now let me teach the one more and I'll give you homework. The next member is now propanol. So prop is how many carbon? 3 carbon. What is meant by all? All is nothing but OH. So now remaining carbons are surrounded by what? Hydrogens. It is surrounded by hydrogens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many carbons are there? 3 carbon. How many hydrogen? 7 hydrogen. Functional group is OH. The molecular formula of propanol is C3H7OH and structural formula will be written like this. Very easy. Okay, name kotre ನೀವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. Okay, very important to understand the functional group called alcohol. I hope it is clear. So now you try in the home writing the structural formula and the molecular formula of butanol, pentanol and also hexanol. Butanol, pentanol and hexanol. Try ಮಾಡಿ. So this is a homework. You try ಮಾಡಿ and then tell me whether you got the answer or not. So now let us go for the next functional group, that is the aldehyde. So aldehyde is denoted by, in the naming part it is denoted by Al, molecular formula CHO, correct, and structural formula it is CH double bond O. Okay, it will be denoted like this. So the general formula here is RCHO. So there is a slight important thing which you have to know here. R ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ R is alkyl ಅಂತ. Here R may be alkyl or may be the hydrogen. R alkyl ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ R hydrogen ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. Why it is hydrogen ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Because ನಮ್ಮ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇದೆ. Say for example, the first member of aldehyde is mether. So we are taking this E. Okay, so when I take this E and if I add Al, it becomes methanol. Methane alli E remove ಮಾಡಿ Al add ಮಾಡಿ, it becomes methanol. So meth ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು? 1 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್. Al ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? CHO. ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಮೀತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೇ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. Including the functional group. If I write 2 carbon, it becomes eth, never the meth. Okay, so meth andre ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು? ಒಂದೇ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, including the functional group. So now what will I do, or what we have to do? We have to consider the hydrogen present in the functional group. So meth is nothing but 1 carbon and our functional group is Al. Al andre CHO, ಇರುವಂತ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆನೆ you are going to write hydrogen and oxygen. So meth 1 carbon satisfied and our functional group again CHO satisfied. Remaining one side is filled by using the hydrogen. It is filled by using the hydrogen. So let me write this carbon. Okay, so what is the formula? Formula is H and CHO is our functional group. That is why I told, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ R may be alkyl or R may be hydrogen. ಯಾಕೆ hydrogen? Because carbon itself is present in the functional group. Okay, there is 1 carbon. You have to take it for consideration. Moving to next, after meth it is eth. So when this eth combined with Al, it becomes ethanol. So eth ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 carbon. Okay, so Al is nothing but aldehyde. So aldehyde is represented by what? CHO. ಇರುವ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. If you write 1 more carbon, it becomes prop. So remaining carbon now you surround by using the hydrogen. So what is the formula of ethanol? Ethanol formula is, see how many carbon are there? 2 carbon, and don't disturb this functional group. Always remember, keep the functional group as it is. So now we have 1 carbon surrounded by 3 hydrogen and it is represented by CHO. That is, functional group is represented by CHO. CH3CHO is the molecular formula for ethanol. Let me now teach the one more, that is propanol. Propanol. Al. See, prop is nothing but 3 carbon. 3 carbon ಇದೆ. Al andre same carbon ge haki ನೀವು. So remaining carbons are surrounded by now hydrogen. So how many carbons totally apart from the functional group? We have 2 carbon, that is C2, 5 hydrogen, and functional group is represented by CHO. So C2H5CHO is the molecular formula and this is the structural formula for propanol. So now try writing the butanol and pentanol as homework. Butanol and pentanol ಅನ್ನ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ. ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತೆ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಪ್ರಾಪ್ 3 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಬ್ಯೂಟ್ 4 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಯು ಸರೌಂಡ್ ಬೈ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್. ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. So now let's go for the next concept. The next functional group is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid is the next functional group. So carboxylic acid is represented by oic acid. It is represented by oic acid in the naming part. In the molecular formula it is COOH, and in the structural formula it is C double bond OH. This O you can write either below or above. Okay, so this is in the case of structural formula. General formula ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ RCOOH, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಆರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಆಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಆಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಆರ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. Okay, so let us now write the first member. First member is always again meth. So methane ಅಲ್ಲಿ E ನ remove ಮಾಡಿ add oic acid, it becomes methanoic acid. Methanoic acid. Okay, meth 1 carbon, oic acid ಇರುವ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ add COOH. Meth satisfied 1 carbon, and our functional group is also present here. COOH is present here. Correct na? So now the remaining carbon side is surrounded by hydrogen. So prati carbon gu 4 bonds irbeku anta helidini. See 1 2 3 4 done. So what is the formula? H, and my functional group is COOH. Very simple. Moving to next, it is ethanoic acid. Remove E and add oic acid. So eth is 2 carbon, oic is nothing but COOH. Remaining side you surround by hydrogen. Very simple dear students. ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇದು. ಈತ್ 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ದೆನ್ oic acid COOH ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಸೊ now the formula is CH3COOH. CH3COOH. Now write the next member, propanoic. Propanoic, very simple. Prop 3 carbon, oic write COOH. Prop 3 carbon ಇದೆ, oic functional group ಇದೆ. Remaining sides now you surround by hydrogen. How many hydrogen? 1 2 3 then 4 and 5. So it is C2H5, and my functional group is COOH. So C2, how many carbon? 2 carbon, 5 hydrogen. My functional group is COOH. Very simple. It's very very easy to write the molecular formula and the structural formula. So the formula of methanoic acid is HCOOH, that is molecular formula, and the molecular formula of the ethanoic acid is CH3COOH. Propanoic acid is C2H5COOH. Very easy. It is C2H5COOH. Try writing butanoic. Butanoic try ಮಾಡಿ. So okay, let me write here. So butanoic, try writing butanoic, and the pentanoic ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ try ಮಾಡಿ. It's very very easy, butanoic and pentanoic. Okay, so now let's move for the last functional group, that is ketone. Let's go ahead to understand the next functional group, that is ketone. So ketone has an ending ONE in the name. Molecular formula it is CO. Structural formula it is C double bond O. ಹೀಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಕೀಟೋನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ? ಸಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಈಸ್ R1 CO R2. ಜನರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ R1 and R2 are alkyl. R1 and R2 are alkyl. So ketone always exists in between. So between one, if there for example, if something has to be in middle, one has to be towards the left hand side and also towards the right hand side. So totally 1 2 3 members idre enagutte 2 annoduna middle anta helbodu. So how many carbons are needed to write the ketone group? Minimum 3 carbon atoms. So 3 andre enagutte, it is the member called probe. So now this probe, so same, remove E and add ONE, it becomes propenon. How do you write structural formula? Probe, 3 carbon you will write, 1 is represented by C double bond O. So remaining side now surrounded by the hydrogen. So ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬಾಂಡ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ don't write here, this is wrong, because already for this carbon 4 bonds are over. See, this is 1, 2, here there are 2 bonds, 3 and 4. So already 4 bonds over, no need to write the bond above the carbon. So now fill this by using the hydrogen in the fill ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, very easy. The formula you can write in 2 ways. See, one is CH3, look at the structure, functional group CO and CH3. ಇದನ್ನ condensed formula ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Or without disturbing functional group, I can also write like this, CH3, that is nothing but C2H6CO. My functional group is CO. Okay, so now one more group I will teach. So okay, one more group, that is one more member, that is butanon. But is nothing but 4 carbon, 1 is nothing but double bond O. You can write, ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರಿಬೋದು, don't write at the end. Okay, so because it always occurs between, not at the end. So now remaining carbon you surround by hydrogen, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ hydrogen ಇಂದ surround ಮಾಡಿ. So what will be the number of carbon atoms? Totally 4 carbon atoms are there. But is nothing but 4 carbon atoms irutte. Very simple. So don't disturb functional group, write remaining carbons, C3, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, H8, and my functional group is CO. That's it. Very easy, my dear students. Okay, so try writing the pentanon and also the hexanon. Pentanon and hexanon na try ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, so this is all about the concept called functional group. So ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನೀವೇನೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, this is all about functional group. So let us solve now few questions. So ಕೆಲವೊಂದು question, for example, write the molecular formula and structural formula of ethanol ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ethanol ಬರೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. what do you write? all and eth. eth ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರೀತೀರಾ? 2 carbon. all is represented by CHO. So eth done, all done, remaining side is surrounded by hydrogen. Formula is CH3CHO. Very easy. Say for example, ಈಗ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, so what is this? How many carbon is there? See, 1 carbon, meth. Okay, what is the functional group? CHO is the functional group, so it is all. So methanol is the name. Very easy, tumba easy idu nimge. Okay na? So apart from this, let me also teach you. Okay, one more. Let me now tell. Butanon ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, butanoic ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Butanoic acid ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀತೀರಾ? But 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. Oic acid COOH ಇರುವ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. Remaining sides you surround by hydrogen. How many hydrogens are there? Check out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is C3H7COOH. So very simple, very simple. Okay, I hope you found this video useful, my dear students. So whatever homework I gave now, so do try. Okay, all related to ketone, related to carboxylic acid, and also related to the alcohol, whatever I taught in today's class. So do try at home, definitely you get the answers. And if you find it difficult, do let me know in the comment section, or you can also text me in the Instagram. I hope you found this video useful. If you find this video useful, don't forget to hit the like button, and until then, take care. I'll be meeting you in the next class, my dear students, with the new concept from the lesson called carbon and its compounds. Thank you so much for watching my videos.